Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto, guys. Today we are going to be taking another look at Singularity DAO, a fantastic project as a spin-off from Singularity NET. Hopefully you guys are all familiar with what this project is. You've had Marcelo on the show quite a few times, and we're going to be talking about the price action of what's been going on most recently. It has absolutely been surging like a madman, and it's fantastic to see this price discovery. Now, obviously, we have some technical information that's really difficult to kind of get to, so I'm going to do the best I can with the limited amount of information that we have available to us, but I'm also going to speculate on where I think this thing is likely to go in the slightly longer term. So as we get into this video, if you find it useful and informative, then hit the like button. I really do appreciate that. If you are new to the channel, then do subscribe, tap the bell, select all notifications, and in doing so you will be kept up to date with absolutely everything that we do here. Right, with that said, let's take a look at what is going on. Obviously we can't use the weekly chart for 𝗕𝗓, and this is just because there just isn't enough information, right? Like I said, it's a new project. It's spun off from Singularity NET, and it's all about the artificial intelligence and DeFi coming together. So the project in itself, I think, is going to be fantastic. It's got a lot of people already had their airdrop of 𝗕𝗓. They're able to accumulate a little bit more as well now on the open market. And a part of that is also staking. So you can stake it and earn even more 𝗕𝗓, locking it up for a choice of basically being unbounded or bounded. So check out their their app, check it out. The staking elements of it is actually quite simple and pretty fruitful as well. The percentages, I think, are around 22% for Flexi, and I think it was 40% for locking it up for a period of time, which I think was about 30 days. So check out the app. I think it's fantastic. You'll earn a nice passive income on your 𝗕𝗓 as well. Make it work for you, right? Like you worked hard for your 𝗕𝗓. So check that out, and hopefully you'll find it quite useful. But obviously one of the main functions and features of 𝗕𝗓 and Singularity DAO that is so important, and think to most retail investors, are the dynasets that they're working on in the background. This is basically where the artificial intelligence will be able to invest in cryptocurrencies, and you invest in the dynaset, and the dynaset balances the risk associated with the cryptocurrency. So you let it do the trading for you, and you just invest in the dynaset. And this is a really powerful thing, because now it levels the playing field between the institutions who have access to all of these tools and resources, and you can, as a retail investor, can now leverage Singularity DAO to enable you to have the same kind of level of resources and capabilities. This basically just levels the playing field and gives you good access to an exposure, I guess, to the cryptocurrency. So definitely worth checking out. Now, let's get into what's been going on most recently with this project. We jump down into the daily, and here we can see a lot of the progress that's been happening most recently, right? The last few days, we've seen a good surge to the upside. Slightly red today after yesterday's fantastic run. It wasn't that long ago we saw this thing all the way down here to the lower area of 91 cents. When it launched, it was $2.63, and it's just been pumping and pumping and pumping. The expectation of this project is something that I think so many people are really excited for, myself included. And some of the fantastic things that are going on there, I think this is likely to continue pushing up to the upside significantly. Now, obviously, like I said, we have a limited amount of data right inside our trading charts here, and that basically shows us that we only have a Fibonacci retracement tool that's extending out to $8. Now, we're almost there. We're heading up there right now, right? We saw this thing wick up today as high as $6.10 already, and basically what we're looking for now is to basically find some interesting areas and new ways to actually plot our Fibonacci retracements, and to give us some ideas as where things are likely to go moving further forward. Now, personally, we do think that we are likely to see 𝗕𝗓 reach around the kind of $40 level. That seems a pretty reasonable expectation, with the rest of the bull market performing at a very similar rate. And this would put 𝗕𝗓 around that kind of $40 level. So things are progressing nicely, but still very undervalued for what the kind of value that they are actually delivering. So right now, being rejected from this point where we are, this is actually around the 2.618 on the chart. Okay, so this 2.618 comes in at $5.42, and this is where we were kind of up to previously, and then just pulling down today. Again, we can take a look at where we consolidated around previously. This was $3.70. This is the 1.618. So the next kind of target that we've got to look for is the $7.15. This is the 3.618. just up here before we go to the $8.21 just at the top there. But what we look for here is to basically now put in some new Fibonacci's to see where we can kind of go next, right, with everything that we've been looking for. So we'll do that in due course. We just need a few more weeks worth of data, and our data here will then become a little bit more usable with the more trading data that actually enters TradingView. Overall, the stochastic is in the overbought area. Just does look to come down a little bit in due course on this daily chart. Otherwise, everything here is looking pretty good. Let's take a look at the hourly. Here you can see that momentum completely being lost from our stochastic. This is a good correction that's coming in the last 3 hours, and I think we're going to potentially just pull back a little bit lower if we just find a good interesting zone, probably to about $4.44 seems like a sensible drop. And if we can drop down to there, I think we're going to then bounce to the upside in a very significant way. Although I do think we are going so fast to the downside here from a momentum point of view, even though the price action is actually holding up very, very well, we could start to see a reversal really soon and another push to the upside, taking out that 3.618 area of $7.15 very, very quickly. So overall, I think the performance of 𝗕𝗏 has basically been impressing a lot of people. It's got a lot more people it's reached more people, right? It's basically on the radar now as one of the top gainers on many different platforms like CoinMarketCap, for example. It's been making some pretty decent waves within the space, and it's getting a lot of attention, and as such, more and more adoption is coming in. So we're seeing this momentum pull back like this. Is very encouraging to see another surge to the upside. And again, I think $40 is where I am kind of putting my expectations. What I will do is kind of drop on here a couple of kind of expectations of where I think things should be kind of targeting. We obviously want to just kind of call out some of these milestones. We have $10 there. I think we're going to just go for some of these nice round numbers to start with and see how they kind of play out. We've got $15 around here. I'll just make these a little bit neater in a moment. And where are we? $20 around there. And obviously then we'll just go to the 30 and 40 from that point. So 30, and then we'll just throw in here $40. Which I think is where we are likely to peak. This is just based on kind of performance levels and our expectations. So we can see there's a good kind of amount of kind of progress to be had here from our current position. So again, things on 𝗕𝗏 are definitely working very, very well at the moment. Lots of things to look forward to on the near term as well. So hopefully, guys, you have found this brief update on Singularity DAO useful and informative. I know it's quite difficult with very limited amount of information to do any decent analysis on this one. But again, my expectations are around $40. The project itself is absolutely solid. There's a lot of fantastic things happening in the background, which we cannot wait to talk about either. So do watch out for more Singularity DAO updates as we do them. Guys, if you have found this useful, informative, then do go ahead and hit the like button. I really do appreciate that. If you are new to the channel, then do subscribe, tap the bell, select all notifications, and in doing so, you will be kept up to date with absolutely everything that we do here. With this said, done, and out of the way, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you all in the next one.